Hello, this is Thechibiden and welcome to my review of Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun episode 10. The episode starts with Shizuku telling us how she gets these little imitations that end up being by Natsume-san, but she doesn't really know who sent them at first, so she ends up having a little funny confrontation with Natsume-san. But anyways, the episode practically goes on with a little group of three going out on what it's a Christmas party, or what she planned to be a Christmas party. And they go to this little Kentucky Fried Chicken kind of like place, and to their surprise, well, mostly to Natsume's and Haru's surprise, they run into the little Yamaken group, which the scene progresses into Natsume-san being harassed and Haru telling the world that he thinks that Yamaken likes Shizuku, which they all start getting petrified. As you can see, Yamaken tries to shake this off by saying it's just a joke, and Haru and everyone else believes them because no one else would actually think this. But you can tell that Yamaken gets a little mad. After this, they end up going to the to Michan's place, which is the baseball batting place, and as logical, to his surprise too, because nobody told him. And this is where the episode gets really going. A bunch of things are happening. To begin with, we have a little confirmation, couple of scenes of Natsume's crush on Michan, and also we have an interesting semi-revelation is that the fact that Natsume-san has a crush on Michan is part of Sasayan's loss, which you could kind of infer from last time, but this is just a nice way to confirm it. Then we have another little confrontation with Natsume-san and Yamaken talking, which Natsume-san practically tells him to back off from Haru's and Shizuku's relationship. And this becomes really funny because Yamaken gets a little violent, and then Oshima-san enters the room. And Yamaken ends up telling Natsume-san that if you're talking to me about this, why aren't you telling anything to her? And she ends up telling her the funniest thing, which is, no, but she knows her place, which I just don't know how that crossed her mind, and that evolves into a really funny scene later on too. Yamaken eventually gets fed up of the conversation and ends up leaving to this little veranda zone, I don't really know what to call it, with everyone just enjoying the party still and whatnot, just inside. And then we have Haru that also goes out to, well, they don't really specify why. But basically he talks to Yamaken, and Yamaken starts making these really ambiguous, passive-aggressive questions about Shizuku and what if he liked her, what if she preferred him over Haru and stuff like that, which Haru gets really, more like scary about it. And it's funny, I don't really know what goes on the scene. I think he's practically waiting, hurting him against the possibility that Shizuku might get mad at him because of this. Anyway, Shizuku interrupts him, and that's how the scene ends, with Yamaken just kind of shaking up a little. After all this, Haru and Shizuku leave the party. As hinted before, as Shizuku kind of wanted to tell him something, and she gets blushed about this, so you kind of know where it's going. They go to the same flight of stairs that they were going when they go to Shizuku's house all the time, and what happens is that a really funny process goes through Shizuku's mind. She practically knows by now that he's jealous of Yamaken, that's why he's been acting this way, and her kind of logic goes to going to tell him that she loves him so that he may feel secure about it. But the world's not that simple. So they have a little cute scene where that happens, and then he ends up asking her if she just won't go to prep school with Yamaken. So she gets really mad about this because he thinks he's really immature and he's not secure about this and whatnot. Haru makes a scene the next morning in front of everyone while her and Yamaken are walking to school, and her patience literally snaps at him. and she ends up yelling a lot and everything, and they go into the crumb school scene, and Yamaken starts writing a little, and they do a little scene inside where, you know, you can kind of tell by now it's like Yamaken's victory of the day. They have a final scene by the end of the episode though, and it's revealing what's Oshima's mysterious friend that she's been talking about, but you haven't really seen yet. And she seems like she's a sister, maybe? Or someone younger, definitely. But yeah, and your usual chicken. I like how the series is progressing a lot. I've been liking how they make the episodes really interesting, even though it's kind of slow pace because it's supposed to be a romance kind of comedy story. But they're not forgetting that the comedy is really interesting, and they're taking into account a lot of the complexes that every character has. Because as you notice by now, they're all really socially awkward, but in their own way. So they're taking account that, for example, Yamaken's really passive aggressive about everything because he's not really sure. That Shizuku is like not shy, but she just you know, doesn't know how everything's supposed to go on in life as far as relationships go, like Haru as well. And they're not forgetting stuff like Natsume's kind of internet socialization thing that they have, because they mentioned it in a couple jokes, and that's really cool because they're not forgetting what they had originally. Also, I made a few inquiries about how the series will progress and what about season 2 and everything with people on Crunchyroll, and what I've heard is that they have a really interesting continuation because the manga is still going on, and we might get a season 2 of this. We don't know. That's as far as, you know, publishing and everything, and I haven't really researched about that. But if you like the series, it's always good that we have a potential season 2 coming. So those are my thoughts on the episode. By all means, like, share, and subscribe, and check out my other work. I do seasonal reviews for big series, but they're kind of slowing down because I'm a college student and I'm really close to finals. But I'll be getting around to that. And I'm gonna be doing Spice and Wolf next, which is a really interesting anime because it makes it way to be good and outside Japanese setting, and also implements economy a lot. Just kind of interesting. It's not. It doesn't do it too much though, so it doesn't really bore you. Also, I do episodic reviews for Naruto Shippuden, and I've been continuing Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun because I'm really liking it. Anyway, comment if you feel like saying anything about the episode, like if you like the video please, and subscribe. Never forget to subscribe if you like it. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching, and have an awesome day. This has been Dennis for Thechibiden. Bye bye.
Ja.